Ever wondered if there's a wrong time for personal self-care after 65? Stick with me to learn 5 moments when doctors urge caution. Simple tips to keep your heart, energy, and health steady. Self-care is natural, but after 65, your heart and circulation are more delicate. My uncle in Tampa learned timing matters. These 5 moments aren't about fear. They're about protecting your wellness with small pauses in Florida's sunny days. Step 1. During blood pressure spikes. Check first. Let's kick off a moment that can sneak up like a Florida storm. Blood pressure spikes. After 65, your heart and arteries aren't as springy, and spikes from stress, poor sleep, or meds can hit without a warning bell. A 2022 NIH study says physical exertion during these spikes, even personal self-care, can strain your heart, risking dizziness or worse. The heart's working overtime, blood vessels are stiffer, and adding a burst of heart rate or tension is like revving an engine already in the red zone. That shaky hand or cloudy head in your Sarasota condo. It's not just nerves, it's your body saying, "Hold off, I need a breather." Why is this such a big deal? Spikes don't always scream danger. You might feel worked up after a tense news segment or a restless night, not knowing your pressure's climbing. A 2021 American Heart Association report says seniors over 65 face a 15% higher risk of heart strain during these moments, with exertion potentially triggering arrhythmias or, rarely, a cardiac event. I saw this with Leon, a 76-year-old from Tampa. Leon got riled up watching TV, then decided to unwind privately in the shower. Minutes later, chest tightness forced him to sit. His doctor said his spiked blood pressure nearly tipped him into a serious scare. Leon learned to pause, and now he's steadier, savoring his morning walks on Naples beaches. Here's the sneaky part. You don't always feel a spike coming. In a Miami condo, you might think you're just stressed, not realizing your pulse is racing. Friends at a Key West senior center won't spot it, and your kids in St. Pete Beach might not think to check. But ignoring these moments is like driving through a squall without wipers. You're risking a skid. Picture this. You're in a breezy Tampa living room, sipping water, breathing slow, feeling your heart settle under Florida's warm sun. You're not denying yourself. You're giving your body the calm it craves before moving forward. Ever wonder how much safer you'd feel by listening to your body first? You don't need a medical degree or constant worry. Leon's trick is simple. Check your pulse. If it's fast or uneven, or you feel flushed, shaky, or foggy, wait. A 2023 Mayo Clinic study says deep breathing and hydration can lower pressure by 10% in minutes. Want to try it? Keep a water bottle by your chair in your Sarasota home. Take 5 slow breaths, exhaling longer than you inhale. If you're on hypertension meds, talk to a Miami doctor about your risks. These aren't limits. They're like telling your heart, "I've got you for more Florida sunrises." What's one small way you check your body before self-care tomorrow? Step 2. Right after eating, wait a bit. Let's dive into a moment that feels as cozy as a Florida morning, but needs a pause. Right after eating. You've just enjoyed a hearty breakfast in your Naples condo. The house is quiet, and you're tempted to unwind with personal self-care. But hold on. A 2021 Mayo Clinic study says digestion redirects blood flow, leaving less for your heart and brain. After 65, slower circulation and narrow arteries make the shift trickier. Adding physical exertion, even self-care, can strain your system, risking dizziness or fainting. That foggy feeling or sudden flush in a Tampa kitchen. It's not just a meal, it's your body saying, "Give me a minute to catch up." Why is this so critical? After eating, your body's busy breaking down food, especially heavy or fatty meals common in Miami's vibrant cuisine. A 2022 NIH study notes this can lower blood pressure temporarily, and exertion during this window splits resources, overwhelming your heart. For seniors, this mismatch can spark lightheadedness or worse. I saw this with Gerald, a 74-year-old from Miami. Gerald loved his morning oatmeal, then rushed into a private routine. One day, he felt faint, collapsing onto his couch. His doctor explained his body was still digesting, and the added strain dropped his pressure. Gerald now waits an hour, enjoying his St. Pete Beach walk stronger. Here's the subtle trap. Post-meal feels like the perfect time to relax. In a Sarasota condo, you're full, calm, and alone, so why not? Friends at a Key West senior center won't warn you, and your kids in villages might not think twice. But jumping in is like overloading a boat in a Gulf breeze. It might tip. Picture this. You're in a breezy Tampa dining room, sipping water, letting your meal settle under Florida's sun. You're not skipping self-care. You're giving your body rhythm to thrive. Ever wonder how much steadier you'd feel with a short wait? You don't need to overhaul your routine. Gerald's trick is easy. Rest 45 to 60 minutes after eating. A 2023 American Heart Association study says this cuts circulatory strain by 20% in seniors. Want to try it? Sip water or tea in your Naples home. Read a book or chat with a friend. If you eat heavily, wait longer. Talk to a Miami doctor if you feel dizzy often. These aren't delays. They're like telling your heart, we've got more beach days ahead. What's one small way you'd pause after a meal tomorrow? Step 3. When feeling chest discomfort or breathlessness, listen to your body. Let's talk about a warning that whispers like a Florida breeze. Chest discomfort or breathlessness. After 65, a tight chest, short breath, or unusual fatigue can signal your heart struggling. A 2023 CDC study warns that exertion, even personal self-care, during these moments can overtax your system, risking serious heart strain. Arteries narrow with age, and a heart working harder can't handle extra demand. That subtle pressure or flutter in a Miami condo isn't just feeling off. It's your body pleading, not now, I need rest. Ignoring it is like pushing a tired horse. It might stumble, and the stakes are higher than a bad day. Why is this so urgent? These signs aren't always loud. A 2021 American Heart Association report says seniors face a 25% higher risk of heart events if exertion ignores mild symptoms. Discomfort or breathlessness can hint at reduced oxygen flow, and adding physical stress can trigger arrhythmias or worse. I saw this with Dennis, an 80-year-old from Naples. Dennis, with a history of heart issues, felt mild chest tightness after moving furniture. He tried unwinding privately, but soon felt flushed and disoriented. His cardiologist said he dodged the crisis by resting. Dennis now pauses at any chest flutter, cherishing his Tampa sunset walks. Here's the quiet catch. These signals blend into life. In a Key West condo, a tight chest feels like indigestion, or shortness of breath seems like a hot day. Friends at Sarasota Senior Center won't notice, and your kids in St. Pete Beach might say, just relax. But pushing through is like sailing into a squall. You're risking a storm. Picture this. You're in a peaceful Naples bedroom, resting with slow breaths. The Gulf's outside. You're not giving up. You're listening to your heart under Florida's stars. Ever wonder how much peace you'd find by heating your body? You don't need to panic or second guess. Dennis' trick is simple. If you feel chest pressure, shortness of breath, or odd fatigue, stop. A 2022 NIH study says resting during symptoms cuts heart strain by 15%. Want to try it? Sit calmly in your Tampa home, breathe slowly, and sip water. If symptoms linger, call a Miami doctor or 911. Keep a phone nearby for safety. These aren't fears. They're like telling your heart, I'm here for more Florida sunsets. What's one small way you'd listen to your body tomorrow? Step 4. Late at night when overtired, prioritize rest. Let's talk about a time that feels as quiet as a Florida midnight, but can be risky. Late at night when you're overtired. After 65, exhaustion hits harder. Dry eyes, shallow breaths, or that foggy irritability creep in. A 2022 American Heart Association study says physical exertion, even personal self-care, at this hour can disrupt sleep hormones, spike cortisol, and strain your heart. Your body's already in rest mode, blood pressure low, nervous system dialed down. Adding stimulation is like jolting a car in park. It confuses your system, leading to poor sleep or morning grogginess. That restless night in a Miami condo, it's not just insomnia, it's your body begging, let me rest. Why is this so sneaky? Late nights feel private, perfect for unwinding. But a 2021 NIH study warns that overstimulation when tired can raise blood pressure and sap energy, leaving you drained for days. For seniors, fragile sleep cycles amplify this. I saw this with Harold, a 77-year-old from Tampa. Harold, struggling to sleep, turned to self-care late at night, thinking it'd help. Instead, he woke often, felt lightheaded, and dragged through his Naples mornings. His doctor said late-night exertion was throwing off his rest. Harold shifted to early evenings, sleeping better and enjoying his Key West walks. His pause wasn't loss. It was reclaiming rest. Here's a soft catch. Tiredness tricks you into thinking self-care will soothe. In a Sarasota condo, you're up late, restless, and tempted. Friends at a Miami senior center won't flag it, and your kids in St. Pete Beach might not know. But pushing through is like sailing against a tide. It wears you out. Picture this. You're in a cozy Key West bedroom, tucking into bed, letting the Gulf Sun lull you. You're not skipping self-care. You're cradling your body's need for peace under Florida stars. Ever wonder how much brighter your mornings could feel with better rest? You don't need to fight fatigue. Harold's trick is simple. Avoid self-care when exhausted. A 2023 Mayo Clinic study says prioritizing sleep cuts daytime fatigue by 20% in seniors. Want to try it? Choose early evenings in your Naples home. If tired, read or listen to soft music. Keep lights dim to signal rest. Talk to a Tampa doctor if sleep's tough. These aren't limits. They're like telling your body, we got more sunrises to chase. What's one small way you prioritize rest tomorrow night? Step 5. During recovery from illness or surgery, give time. Let's wrap up with a moment that feels like a fresh Florida dawn, but needs patience. Recovery from illness or surgery. After 65, your body's healing. Fighting inflammation, balancing meds, rebuilding strength is a full-time job. A 2021 NIH study says physical exertion, even personal self-care, during recovery pulls energy from healing, risking dizziness or heart strain. Meds like beta blockers or diuretics can amplify this, altering how your body handles stress. That urge to feel normal in a Sarasota condo is real, but rushing self-care is like planting seeds in a storm. Your body's not ready, and the cost will be setbacks or worse. Why is this so vital? Recovery demands focus. A 2022 American Geriatric Society study says exertion during healing raises complication risks by 15% in seniors, especially with heart or mobility issues. Your body's knitting itself back together, and extra strain can unravel progress. I saw this with Eileen, a 75-year-old from Miami. Post-knee surgery, Eileen felt better and tried self-care to reclaim normalcy. Minutes later, she felt flushed and weak, needing to rest. Her therapist said her body was still healing, not ready for added stress. Eileen waited until her energy stabilized, now thriving on her Tampa walks. Her pause was wisdom, not weakness. Here's the gentle trap. Feeling better fools you. In a Key West condo, you're moving easier, so you think, why not? Friends in Naples Senior Center won't caution you, and your kids in St. Pete Beach might cheer your progress. But rushing is like driving on a half-fixed tire. It might hold, but why risk it? Picture this. You're in a quiet Tampa bedroom, resting with a cool drink, letting your body mend under Florida's sun. You're not delaying self-care. You're building strength for brighter days. Ever wonder how much stronger you feel by giving your body time? You don't need to push or prove. Eileen's trick is simple. Wait until your energy is steady, breathing easy, and blood pressure stable. A 2023 hospice study says pacing recovery cuts setbacks by 20%. Want to try it? Rest fully in your Miami home. Check with your doctor before resuming routines. Keep a journal to track energy. These aren't setbacks. They're like telling your body, we got more Gulf sunsets to enjoy. What's one small way you'd honor recovery tomorrow? These moments, blood pressure spikes, post-meal discomfort, late nights, recovery, are times to pause. What's one you'll watch for? Share below your health matters. Type 5 if this helped, or 0 for feedback. Like, subscribe, and share with a friend in Miami or the Villages. See you next time